Timelines are a real good way to show your story, achievements, or milestones in like a really visual way. So it can make things less boring, make the page more condensed, and it's just a real nice visual way to show more information on your website. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can install quite a simple timeline, and it's really easy and you can customize it in your own brand colors. So let's have a look. So I've just got a plain website template here that I'm going to use to show you the timeline. And first of all, we're just going to add a blank section, add block, and then we're going to go code. We're just going to place that in the middle here. So we're going to add a little piece of code on the page where we want the timeline. So this is the code that I have created here, and I'll put this in the link in the video as well in the description. And I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to pop it in here, paste. And it's not going to look like much at the moment until we add some styling in to the custom CSS. But you can see where the title is and where the description is at the moment, and the header. So you've kind of got the basic gist. So back to the instructions, and then we're going to take this piece of CSS code, and we're going to copy all of this, and I've added some prompts on here as well, so you'll be able to see where you're likely going to adjust this to suit your own brand and style. So we're in pages, we're going to scroll down to custom code, and we're going to go custom CSS. And this is some of my previous code, so just shift that down. And then we just simply paste the timeline code, and now we can actually see the timeline here. And we'll just adjust that slightly there so it's centered. Now in the code you'll be able to adjust the size, the color, some different settings here, and some of the main things you're probably going to want to change is like the background color. So I haven't got a hex code, but let's just say red. And there you go, that changes the background. We have padding as well, so if you want the padding a little bit less, you can see that that's squeezed in a little more on those boxed backgrounds. We've also got border radius, so if you don't want these kind of sort of rounded edges, you can take that away completely, so you can just remove the line, or if you want them a little bit more rounded, you can just increase that. These have a very small box shadow around the boxes here, which is this area. You can adjust the opacity on there if you want to, or you can remove it. You shouldn't need to use any of these settings really. This one is for the pin, so this particular part here, which is like the dot. So you've got the option to change the color of that or the size. I wouldn't change the size because otherwise it's going to stop the shape of the circle. So again, we can change this color here to, let's say, pink. There you go. And we have this little pink round dot. It's not very striking, so I'm just going to change it to blue for now. There you go. So you can see that's changed there. Then we also have options for the heading. So if you want to move that to the left, for example, that will then align to the left. And again, in that code, you can actually remove the heading as well, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, lots of different editing options here. Just look out for these grayed notes here in the CSS, and that will kind of give you an indication of the most likely areas that you're going to want to change. So let's just hit save. So I'm just going to pop back in and show you the main HTML code here. So this is your title. You can remove that if you don't want it, or you can change it to whatever you like. Just make sure that they stay in between these brackets here. So if you are changing that or any of the other text. And if you scroll down to the H3 here, this will be the title of your first block, sorry, and then P here is your description. So again, keep within the two brackets here. And then simply, if you want to add a new one, so let's say we want to add a new box at the bottom here. Basically, all you really need to do is copy and paste a section from bracket li and the div there, and then I'm just going to go underneath, hit paste, and then you'll see another box has appeared, and you can just continue doing that for as long as you like. And we're going to hit save. I'm just going to show you on the mobile. So on the mobile we have slightly different layout just to keep it responsive, and it will just align in the center with your timeline to the left. And yeah, that's it. So really easy to do. Some nice kind of styling options there for you, and yeah, hope you enjoy using the timeline.